She vanished on Mother's Day. No blood. No witnesses. Just a bicycle and a husband with a secret. Now, 5 years later, he's been arrested again. But what changed? And what dark truth finally came to light? This is the chilling story of Barry Morphew, Suzanne's disappearance, and the shocking twist that made this cold case boil again in 2025. In May 2020, Suzanne Morphew, a vibrant 49-year-old mom of 2 from Salida, Colorado, went out for a bike ride. She never came back. Her disappearance shook the entire country, with TV networks, podcasts, and internet sleuths zeroing in on her seemingly devoted husband, Barry Morphew. He always claimed innocence. But now, in 2025, he's been arrested again, and this time, the evidence is unlike anything we've seen before. Who was Suzanne Morphew? Suzanne was well-liked in her community. She had been battling cancer, working as a school volunteer, and parenting 2 daughters. But behind the scenes, Suzanne had been planning to leave Barry. She texted a friend saying, "He's not safe." She even wrote a note that said, "I'm done. Let's handle this peacefully." All of that came just days before she disappeared. The day she vanished on May 10, 2020, Mother's Day, Barry said he left early for a job site 150 miles away. Later that day, a neighbor reported Suzanne missing after finding her bike abandoned near a ravine, but no signs of a struggle, no phone, and no body. Authorities launched a massive search involving drones, cadaver dogs, and more than 400 interviews. Still, nothing. But suspicion quickly grew. Barry gave conflicting accounts. His phone had suspicious deletions, and surveillance showed him tossing trash bags in multiple locations that day. First arrest and failure. In 2021, Barry was arrested and charged with first-degree murder, even though Suzanne's body had never been found. But the case was dismissed in 2022.
Why?
Investigators admitted key evidence, like DNA found in her car from an unknown male, was never properly explained. Some argued the prosecutors rushed in too soon. Barry walked free and filed a $15 million lawsuit for wrongful arrest. Discovery of the body. In September 2023, hikers in Saguache County, over 45 miles from her home, found human remains buried in a shallow grave. It was Suzanne. Her bones showed signs of trauma, and near them, forensic analysts found traces of a veterinary tranquilizer called BAM, butorphanol, azapirone, and medetomidine. Why is that important? Barry was a trained wildlife shooter. In fact, he had previously told investigators that he used BAM for deer control and admitted owning tranquilizer darts and syringes. The new evidence. In 2025, a new grand jury reviewed all the evidence again. Forensic soil samples linked Barry to the burial site. New analysis of Suzanne's remains confirmed traces of BAM. Witnesses reported seeing Barry acting strangely near the discovery site just days before she vanished. The case was reopened, and this time, prosecutors were ready. On June 20, 2025, Barry Morphew was arrested again, charged with first-degree murder, tampering with a corpse, and possession of illegal tranquilizers. Media impact and public reaction. The Morphew case has gripped America, from court TV to CNN. Some still defend Barry. Others call it the next Chris Watts case. True crime fans, legal experts, and average citizens are asking, how did law enforcement miss this evidence the first time? Will Barry finally be convicted? And what does justice really look like, 5 years too late? What happens next? Barry Morphew has pleaded not guilty. He's now awaiting trial. His defense claims the new charges are built on sand, and that DNA from another unknown male is still unexplained. But the prosecutors now believe they have irrefutable proof, and America is watching. Suzanne's daughters? Still silent. Still grieving. And the rest of us? Still haunted by the same question. How well do we really know the people we love? If you want more true crime breakdowns like this, based on real verified facts, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell. And remember, justice delayed is not always justice denied.